What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be discussing with you guys how to actually get more nukes in Modern Warfare, and these tips are actually going to be helping you guys, like, honestly, I'd say getting more streaks and potentially even getting more nukes. I'm not going to say this guarantees you a nuke, but it will help you whenever you're in the situation and getting close to a nuclear, and it may actually help you actually obtain your first nuke or multiple nukes in the future. Now, before we get to that, I want you guys to subscribe if you haven't already, to drop that thumbs up on today's video, and then comment down below if you guys have gotten a nuke yet in Modern Warfare, or what is the closest kill streak you've gotten to a nuke. I don't care how small it is. It could be a 1, it could be a 14, it could be a 24, it could be a 29 even, or you could have gotten a nuke. Just let me know down in the comments what your highest streak is in Modern Warfare so far. But anyways, guys, much once again, let's get right into this. Now, the first thing that I want to say to you guys is, with this tip about actually getting nukes and everything like that, is remaining calm. The more you freak yourself out, the more your palms get sweaty, everything like that, the less likely you are to be getting your nuke, because you are way more nervous and you're not as aware as what's going on the screen. You're paying more attention to your hands, you're paying more attention to your heartbeat, you're paying more attention on trying to like keep yourself calm. But here's the thing. What I've realized, and in a lot of my videos, you guys can actually hear me actually doing this whenever I'm about to nuke. I take a deep breath. Now, I normally do this around, I'd say, 24 or 25, maybe even 26. And I'll take the deepest breath in my life. And what this does is, whenever I take this deep breath, it actually like settles my body just a tad bit to keep my hands from shaking too much, to keep me from sweating like crazy, to keep me from like freaking out too much. When I take this deep breath, I just completely zone in. So what I personally do, this is my tip, this is my pro tip. I stare at my screen, I look at my screen, I sit somewhere where it's safe, I look for a second, I just get my bearings, and I take the deepest breath of my life, and then I keep moving. Now, with this, guys, it allows me to actually just like stay calm, stay focused, and actually stay on track, and it helps me in order to get more nukes. Now, another thing as well, guys, is whenever you're trying to get your nukes and stuff, is once you've gotten all your kill streaks, which I think the highest one is 18, 16, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. Maybe it's even 15. I don't know. The Juggernaut is basically the highest. So whatever kill streak you're running, my top one is the Advanced UAV, and that is either 11 or 12, depending on if I'm running hardline or not. So whenever I get my top kill streak, that's whenever I decide to start playing a little bit more conservative, because like I play really aggressive and really rush like whenever I first am trying to get my kill streaks. But once I got my advanced UAV, I try to change my pace to a little bit more of a conservative gameplay. Now, I will rush in there and I'll still slaughter people if I see the opportunity present itself, but if I feel like I'm about to die, I basically do not chance it. So that's one thing I want you guys to also get good at, is also analyzing the situation and saying, could I possibly die here, or do I 100% have the chance to kill this person or these people without dying? And what I do with that situation is I analyze it and I try to get a percentage of maybe like, oh, I have a 70% chance of like living and a 30% chance of dying. And that's why sometimes in my videos I'm like, fuck, or I'm like screaming because I thought I had it, but I didn't. But with you doing this, it also helps you stay on track. It helps you killing people. It helps you to, I don't know, just like analyze situations better, but not overanalyze, if that makes sense. And it also keeps you safe and it keeps you moving. So another thing as well, guys, another tip I want to give to you guys, and this moves on to my next thing: do not stay in one spot for too long. Now, I will say this, and I am very guilty of this myself, especially if I'm on a roll in one spot, especially in Gunrunner, where that little the train card is. The train card is a nasty head glitch spot on Gunrunner, and you can get a lot of streaks there. But the one thing I can say to you guys is, eventually the enemies are going to catch on, unless they're just a bunch of PDs, which means they're a bunch of like low IQs. But anyways, unless they're a bunch of low IQ players, they're going to catch on, and they're going to start throwing nades at you. They're going to start trying to flank you. They're going to start trying to throw smoke grenades and, you know, thermites, everything that they can possibly throw at you to get you dead. So here's my little tip to you guys, and this is the truth, is stay moving around a little bit. I'd say once you get to an 8 to 9 kill streak, I'd say move around just a tad bit. And like, what I like to do is, like, I like to set up a little perimeter. I like to set up a little circle. So instead of like just moving like an entire, like across the map or something like that, like say for instance, if the enemies are not flipping spawns, if they're still spawning in the same spot, what I do after I get to like maybe like an 8 to a 9 kill streak, I move positions a little bit, and I'll probably move down from where I'm at by like probably like 8 meters, and then I'll like hold spot from there. Like basically, you just gotta like analyze your situation. You can analyze like your area, and you gotta find other spots to basically, I'd say, head glitch, to sit at, to spawn trap at. And basically, I don't know, man. It's just like you gotta find different areas that suit you, but also do not give away your position too much, and at the same time, do not get you killed. So along with this, like say for instance, if I'm camping at the train cart spot on Gunrunner and I'm head glitching it and I'm on an 8 to 9 kill streak, what I'd like to do is I flank to my left, I go behind that little green fence, and then I peek them whenever they're coming out of the spawn, and then I look to the left whenever they're on the hill. And then I move back to the train cart spot after I got like 4 kills there, because then they're expecting me to be to the left of the train cart, not at the train cart. So they'll start pushing me there, and they won't be expecting me to be at the train cart. It's basically a mind game. It's basically you're switching your position so much that the enemy can't keep up with you. So they're looking at the position you were last. They're not looking at the position that you were the whole game. They're looking at the position you were last. So, for instance, if I keep moving to the left and then I move back to the train cart, they're going to be looking for me to the left, and etc., 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 etc. And it's like rinse, repeat, killing them there, killing them at the train cart, killing them there, killing them at the train cart. It's just basically knowing when you need to move and knowing when you need to sit where you're at. So that's another tip, guys, that I want to give to you, and that's pretty much like one of the biggest ones is knowing when you need to change positions. And another thing as well, guys, is do not, and I stand behind this 100%, do not put on kill streaks that you have to control, aka the gunship or the chopper gunner, because if you're using these score streaks or kill streaks, 9 times out of 10, if you are out in the open, or even if you're in a corner, somebody is going to kill you, because I don't know, like unless you're in the very back of the spawns and it's not flipping at all and nobody gets through, which I don't know, it's just kind of rare. You may stay alive, but honestly, I feel like it takes away from your time of getting a nuke. So the score streaks or kill streaks that I like to run in Modern Warfare, and a lot of people give me hate for this, but honestly, it's like the best kill streaks that I can actually tell you to put on, would be the VTOL jet, the white phosphorus, and the advanced UAV. I feel like UAVs are kind of pointless in this game, and I really do not like personal radars, but I feel like the VTOL, it also like it helps lay down cover and people are freaking out about the VTOL. And then at the same time with the white phosphorus, it makes it to where people can't really see that well, but once you get used to it, you know where people are spawning. It helps me like basically control spawns more, because if I know that they can't get past this certain point and like they're always having to like run into like my the white phosphorus, then I know where they're going to be and I know where to shoot. So that's another tip to you guys as well, is basically using kill streaks that you can get familiar with that also put you at a benefit or at advantage of your enemies. And the advanced UAV, this is one that I've been preaching for a long time now, because a lot of people are actually very doubtful about the advanced UAV. But the advanced UAV works wonders in my opinion, especially if you're spawn trapping. Because if you're spawn trapping and you throw up an advanced UAV, you may be able to get to 10 kills, maybe 12 kills on a nuke streak. So that is way more efficient than I believe a chopper gunner or anything else like that, because they're not counting towards your nuke streak, if that makes sense. So I feel like the advanced UAV is the best one to top the cake here. But anyways, other than that, guys, I don't know, let me know your tips down below and what you basically feel like also helps you whenever you're trying to nuke out, if anybody else has any other tips. So these are my personal tips though, guys, and I hope they do actually help you. I can't really think of any more on the top of my head. I just know that whenever I'm streaking out, I try really hard to stay focused, to stay on track, to also realize and analyze my situations and analyze my, my scenarios, my area, to analyze how the enemies are and to see if basically I think that they're going to kill me or not going to kill me. Another thing as well, guys, is if you're holding a head glitch somewhere, and this is another thing, I know I'm still like telling you all these things. Another thing as well though, if you're holding head glitches on places, make sure that you're having a ranged weapon that can actually, help you out as well. Because if you're playing hardcore mode, you want to have something that's going to be a 1-shot to a 2-shot. If you're playing core mode, you want to have something that can kill somebody within 3 to 4 shots. You don't want to have to kill somebody within 5 shots or 6 shots, something like that. No, that's not what you want. And another thing as well, guys, and what I've noticed is, this is one more thing that I want to say as well. I know that I'm like telling you exactly my whole entire game plan, but that's the point. So for your field upgrade, what I've realized has been helping me a lot is taking off dead silence. And I know I'm going to get slammed for this super hard, but taking off dead silence has helped me a lot, because I run the ammo resupply, and when I get the ammo resupply, it helps me get a new stem shot, it helps me get a new grenade, and it helps me get more ammo. Now, a lot of people are like, well, why don't you just run scavenger? Well, I like EOD because I don't like getting blown up. So it's like, do I sacrifice getting blown up by a random claymore or, you know, anything else, or do I basically sacrifice losing my ammo and using a field upgrade that gives me more ammo? So in my opinion, I feel like the field upgrade for the ammo supply is your best bet for your field upgrade, especially if you're trying to go for nukes, but that's my personal opinion once again. So if you guys do want to try out any of these tips and tell me how they help you down below in the comments, and tell me if you guys are going to try them, and hopefully guys, I really do hope that this helps you guys get some nukes out there, because that is my goal. I'm trying to help everybody obtain something that they want to do, and that is getting nukes in this video. So anyways guys, much once again, peace.